Apparently, it's the thing to do to predict who will be the next Wolverine in the MCU. It's a huge character. It's going to be one of the most important characters once he actually gets here. And we already know that Joe Russo thinks that Captain America Chris Evans could pull the part off, which that's a long shot. But now the writers of Deadpool 3, well, they've chimed in as well. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos, make sure you're following the page. Drop a like. And yes, the writers of Deadpool 3, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, they chimed in. They have some ideas of who should be cast as Wolverine. And this has to come sooner than later. It does. I mean, they have all the rights to the X-Men. If we are leading to Secret Wars, barreling down the road, Phase 5, Phase 6, they have to get them involved. They do. They truly do. Honestly, they need to get the X-Men involved. They need to get the Inhumans involved. There's a lot of groundwork to be done to lead up to this next huge spectacle that we all expect to happen. Wolverine is a huge part of that. He is. Now, everybody is expecting a cameo in Deadpool 3 from Hugh Jackman. It's got to happen, right? Him and Ryan Reynolds are really good buds in real life, and they like to banter back and forth. I mean, Ryan Reynolds wore a picture of him on his face in Deadpool. Let's be real. And Hugh Jackman, he was a pretty undiscovered actor at the time when he first started to play Wolverine, when he took on the mantle. Well, that kind of goes into who Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick think should actually play the part. And they said in an interview on the Post Credit Podcast, suggestions. It's got to be someone shorter this time. So maybe a Zach Galifianakis or a Patton Oswalt, someone like that. I don't know. Look, we don't have any inside information. Even if we did, we couldn't share it. But we don't. I would honestly go more for an undiscovered person because Hugh Jackman was reasonably undiscovered the first time. And I think there's this initial bucking of, oh, he's too tall. Oh, he doesn't look right. What is this Australian thing? And I think if they played their cards right, they should probably make it someone we've never seen. He also wanted to add that it's in good hands. He said, oh, don't worry, they'll play their cards right. You know Kevin Feige. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't need any of our opinions. Now, obviously, they were joking around about Patton Oswalt or Zach Galifianakis, but they made some really good points. Getting somebody shorter and stockier to match the Wolverine of the comics can't be a bad thing. I mean, Hugh Jackman is 6'3". I say that, and he went on to be the most iconic role of Wolverine. I mean, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, so obviously that's not an end-all say-all when it comes to height. But if you're going to get accurate comic accurate at all, smaller, solid build. So we'll see. I think they list Wolverine at 5'3" in the comics. He was short. And I also agree with the casting of an unknown. I think they should, because if they do it right, and this person takes to the role and the fans take to it, then you get a new Hugh Jackman. I mean, everybody started somewhere in their role. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. started in Iron Man 1, and then the sky's the limit. I mean, the casting they do. Think of Chris Evans. Think of Chris Hemsworth. Think of every single Chris Pratt, all the Chris's. Think of all of them. Think of Scarlett Johansson. They were all cast, and now we know them as those definitive characters. I think it's time for a new Wolverine, and I'd be okay with an unknown actor. I would. Let me know what you guys think. Who is your best pick? If you were Kevin Feige, you're in the hot seat, you have to cast him. Who are you picking? I'll see you guys soon.